Welcome to the Beckles Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Beckles Show. Hope everybody had a wonderful week. First, let's show some love to our title sponsor. We are powered by Manny and Gordon. Go check them out at fightnegligence.com. Just simply the best lawyers in the Tampa Bay area. All right, the Ian Beckles Show, usually we focus on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but now we're in the off season, so, we'll talk a little bit about the Super Bowl. That beforehand, I'm 58 years old. I don't know if I remember a Super Bowl that had less hoopla than this. I was asking people, who's the big name in this game? Nobody gave me an answer. Because, think about who, Drake May, Sam Darnold, those are the big. So I think they said, I don't know how many years it was, but it was umpteen years since we didn't have a Mahomes or Brady in the Super Bowl. Those are obviously names. To be honest with you, Andy Reid is a name, okay? There was nothing going on in this game. And I watched it, obviously. I didn't put a nickel on it. If I would have put it on to Seattle, and I would have won, but that's the way betting works. But my whole thing was I just didn't want to hear Patriot fans. But that's a shame when you're going into a football game, watching it, thinking, I just don't want to hear a whole fan base for a whole year. Because I couldn't have gave a rat's ass who won or lost that game. And you watched it, it was 29-13. It was just an uneventful game. It was everything. It was until we got to the halftime. So, thank God for the NFL picking Bad Bunny for the halftime, or else we wouldn't be talking about this game at all. It would seem like it just came and went. Because I haven't heard one person talk about the actual X's and O's of this game since the game. I've been on the Mike Calter show. I've been listening to sports radio, Pat and Aaron, all these guys. Everybody's talking about Bad Bunny. Everybody's talking about Kid Rock. That's the big deal. Bad Bunny. Our country's in a funny place. It just is. Because I think a lot of people just won't admit some things, and we're not going to get political on this show because it's not what I do, but the narrative of everything was so silly before, during, and after. I've never seen it this silly. And listen, I don't know if I liked Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar last year, and I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. I think he's good. I don't know that many of his songs. But when I listen to Kendrick, Bounce is okay. I'm no different with Bad Bunny. I don't know none of his songs. But when he was out there, I was bouncing my head a little bit. Didn't know much of it. But it's the same situation. Here's how we go, people. And here's the part that really drives me batshit crazy in America in general. Somebody thinks that just because something doesn't suit them, it's against them. Do you think that Bad Bunny suits me? Not really. But why would it make you mad, though? Taylor Swift doesn't suit me, but I'll be damned if it makes me mad. Dave Matthews Band doesn't suit me, but I'm going to be mad if the Dave Matthews Band comes up there. They deserve it. They got picked. What do you want? Up with people to come back on there from back in the day? We need somebody. We need Americans. Like who? Who's American that could have went up there? And most of them, we want to go up there. Bruce Springsteen doesn't want to go up there. For what? He's old. He don't need that. The narrative was stupid. And Kid Rock, as honest as I can, I used to like Kid Rock. And I don't dislike Kid Rock's music. I don't dislike his music. But his mouth, I don't like anything that comes out of his mouth. And that's not a political thing. I just think he's just dumb as shit. Period. And the people that went over there to not watch 13 minutes of a production, okay, that's fine. I'm not holding it against you. Dignitary Cafe, we wasn't switching. That ain't happening. For whatever reason you think we need to switch from Bad Bunny, I don't want to hear it, and you can take it elsewhere. That's it. So we watch Bad Bunny. If you tell me to rate it from 1 to 10, I'm not even going to rate it. I don't know what he was saying. But it's over, and I'm fine. I woke up this morning, I'm fine. I don't have no Bad Bunny scars or nothing. People were just too affected by this. And it's a couple of days later, we're still talking about it. I'm still talking about it. All the shows are still talking about it. Oh, my God. Now, we got to make sure next year we get somebody on our side. I don't even know what side that is. That's what's funny. You know, after football, when the NFL's over, you feel almost naked because now you're like, what am I going to do with myself Monday nights, Thursday nights, Sundays, any other day that's football, which is probably every day these days during these seasons. And then the Olympics comes, so the Olympics is around. That's a good thing. For those of you that like the Olympics, I'm an Olympic guy, summer and winter. I am going to let everybody know I do cheer for Canada. That's the only time I cheer for Canada, not in hockey, but in Olympics, I cheer for Canada because I grew up in Canada cheering for Canada, and I'm not a flip-flopper. I used to be a Montreal Canadiens fan. I'm now a Lightning fan. I flopped all my professional teams. But when it comes to Olympics, I cheer for Canada. That's where I was born, all right? I want USA to win, too. I even want Trinidad and Guyana to win because I got some love over there as well. But I hope everybody loves the Olympics. Everybody looking for somewhere to watch the Olympics. We're here at the Dignitary Cafe. We got the televisions going, and the great Tom Ponzo loves it. I love it myself, so we'll be out there playing it as much as possible. I believe USA and Canada are playing against each other here coming up in hockey, women's hockey, and you might as well pencil it in. That's usually the finals. So we'll be blessed to get a chance to see that earlier than the finals. And now listen, I got to sprinkle in a little Buccaneer talk. Listen to some of the other experts, you know, talking about the Buccaneers. And really this offseason, some of the big, you know, discussions are going to be, first and foremost, I think, before free agency, what's Mike Evans going to do? I can see Jason Light approaching Mike Evans and saying, Mike, what's your plan? Are you ready to retire? If he says no, say, do you want to stay here? Would you play somewhere else? And feel him out a little bit. I think Mike Evans deserves to be felt out and be part of a decision. Now, if Jason Light thinks it's time to move on, that's what he's going to tell him. But I think Mike Evans at least earned the right to sit down and hopefully go out the way he wants to go out. You know, if Mike Evans says, hey, Jason, I'm going to play one more year. I don't want to go anywhere else. I want to stay here in Tampa Bay. Let's make this work. Then there's ways around that. I mean, if you want to sign somebody, there's always ways to sign them. If you want to sign Mike Evans for 1 year, and Mike says, I want to come here, and Mike probably has to make $20 million next year, make it a signing bonus, give him a 4 or 5 year deal, make it cap friendly. They could do that. So if Mike wants to stay and Jason Light wants him here, he'll be here. They have to be, you know, it's got to be both on the same page, though, okay? And Mike can't be the point where you just think, I'm worth all this money, I'm going to go out there and make that money because Jason Light doesn't have to do that. So I don't think that's going to come to that. I would like to think that that relationship is cool. I've not heard anything to make me think otherwise. And I would just hate to see Mike Evans in somebody else's uniform. I really would. It just wouldn't look. It wouldn't look right. And I think it would be fitting for him to finish his career here, just like Derek Brooks did. Just like who the hell else did that? I guess Mike Allstott did. Rondé Barber. Not a whole lot. You know, not a lot get a chance to finish their career in where they started. Leroy Selman as well. So, football's gone. Olympics are here. You know, a lot of sports are around the corner. But the Ian Beckles Show will continue, so make sure you're tuning in and make sure you hit like and subscribe and all those different things like that. But I appreciate everybody listening every single week. Thank you to Manny and Gordon. And everybody enjoys sports like I do all the time. And we'll sprinkle in other things as well. So everybody have a great week, and please stay out of trouble. Peace out.
Call Manny and Gordon or visit us at fightnegligence.com.